Hi there. I'm Laurie Stewart, President and CEO of Sound Community Bank. Over the past few days, with the dramatic impact of some bank failures in our country, I've talked to clients and shareholders, vendors, just people on the street, family and friends, about what's going on in the banking industry. And so I thought it would be helpful if I could share that message a little more broadly and answer some of the questions that I've heard from others and share those answers with you. First and foremost, my job at the bank is to be a good steward of other people's money. And I try and think about that every single day. We are committed at Sound Community Bank to doing well so we can do good for our shareholders, our employees, our communities, our small businesses, our consumers, all of those people that depend on a strong banking system in our country and on our bank specifically. So what do bankers do anyhow? You know, in its simplest form, we gather deposits and we deploy them in loans. And in our bank, we think that's what we're all about. The most important thing we can do is support our communities by continuing to create lending facilities that allow businesses to grow and consumers to meet their dreams. And we do that with deposits. Now, not every dollar in deposits is deployed every single day because we keep liquidity for when you want your deposits. But we couldn't be a bank if all we did is keep your deposits and didn't make loans, right? We wouldn't have any money to pay those great rates we're paying right now, or pay our bills, or pay our employees, or have a return for shareholders. So we keep liquidity in the form predominantly of cash in other banks and the Federal Reserve Bank, but some real cash in branches and ATMs and around the network in order to meet those demands of depositors. So what did happen in our country when banks failed? Well, there wasn't enough liquidity. It was truly what's called an old-fashioned run on the bank. It wasn't a story of bad credit or lack of capital, but instead the ability to meet the cash demands of uninsured depositors who were anxious on the day they wanted their money. So why am I not worried? And I don't look too worried, do I? I'm not worried because, number one, the system worked. We have FDIC insurance and most of our clients are insured. We have some uninsured deposits, but we have lots of ways of increasing that deposit coverage from 250 to a much higher amount, up into the millions if people want to avail themselves of those opportunities. So that's one reason I'm not worried. The second reason is nobody's ever lost a penny in an FDIC insured bank. Not one penny. Not one. And in this instance, the FDIC and the Treasury stepped in and covered all deposits, insured and uninsured. So nobody lost any money in terms of deposits in either of these banks. Did shareholders lose money? Of course. When a business is no longer viable, shareholders will lose money. But we're talking about depositors here and how confident you feel about keeping your money in the bank. So I think those things should make you feel confident about leaving your money in the bank. I also think there is a good thing to be said about diversity. We're a bank that has a book of business, that was silly to say, wasn't it? Consumer business, not-for-profit business. We're not concentrated in any one deposit area. And likewise, we have loans in all of those areas too. We have loans to businesses. We have loans to consumers. We have real estate loans. We have commercial loans. We have loans to some not-for-profit organization. And really, that's what fuels our economy and our communities, is that ability for us to collect deposits and make loans. So what should you do if you're still worried? First of all, I strongly recommend that you not believe everything you read on social media. part of the crisis of confidence that was created at Silicon Valley Bank was because of a lot of folks saying a lot of things about the potential for the bank to fail and causing that crisis of confidence. And a lot of that is speculation. So I encourage you, talk to a banker, read and study and research, but talk to a banker before you believe everything that you might read on social media about the condition of banks. Secondly, have faith in the full faith and credit of the United States government, which backstops FDIC insurance and is really created to help you keep your money safe. Thirdly, remember that your bankers are your neighbors. You see them in church, you see them at the grocery store, they're on the community boards with you. We are all here because we want to do well and do good. So thanks for listening to me. I hope that answers some of your questions about the industry and about your bank and about what we're doing. Thank you.